What if I told you that you could get your degree in another country and have your tuition, your flights, even your living costs all paid for? Well, it's not a dream. It's totally real. It's the Mexican Government Scholarship, and we're going to break down exactly how you can get it.
Yeah, I think we all are, right? I mean, who wouldn't want that? If you've been looking for a way to do your bachelor's, your master's, or even a PhD without that huge financial burden, you've come to the right place. This is for you.
Okay, so here's how we're going to tackle this. We're going to walk through 5 main parts. First, we'll look at the opportunity itself. Then we'll get into the good stuff, what the scholarship actually covers. After that, we'll figure out who can apply, get your application checklist ready, and finally, I'll walk you through the step-by-step process of actually applying. All right, let's start with the basics. What is this thing really? Officially, it's the Mexican Government Scholarship for International Students. It's offered by an agency called MXIDE. And let me tell you, this isn't some small-time grant. We're talking about a massive international program that's open to students from over 180 countries. It's a huge deal. And this is what makes it so incredible. You're not stuck with just 1 or 2 university choices. Nope. This scholarship partners with over 80, that's 80, top institutions all across Mexico. That gives you a ton of flexibility to find the perfect program. It also means, it's a pretty prestigious award to get. Okay, let's get to the part everyone's really waiting for. What does fully funded actually mean here? Because, that term gets thrown around a lot, but in this case, wow, it is so much more than just tuition. Let's break down the money. I mean, just look at this list. It is seriously comprehensive. They cover your full tuition and any registration fees. You get full medical insurance, which is huge. They even cover your visa fees and, get this, your international flight tickets. And once you land, they help with in-city transportation. They've literally thought of everything. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, on top of all that, they give you a monthly stipend. This is cash for your day-to-day living, rent, food, whatever you need. The number you see here, about 12,614 pesos, is a pretty typical amount for a master's student. If you're going for a PhD, it's even more. Now, quick heads up, this number can fluctuate a little bit each year, so it is super important to always check the official call for applications for the most up-to-date figures. All right, the benefits are amazing, right? But the big question is, can you apply? Let's dive into the eligibility requirements and see if you're a good fit. Okay, let's go over the big ones. First, you have to be a citizen of one of the eligible countries. And yeah, you'll need to double-check that list. Makes sense, right? You can't be a Mexican citizen or already living there. This is for full-time, in-person programs, and of course, you need a good academic record. And here's a really important one. You have to commit to going back to your home country when you're done. The whole idea is to bring that knowledge back home with you. Now, this is a super important point, so listen up. The language. Most of the programs, like the vast majority, are taught in Spanish. So for those, you're going to need to prove you're proficient, usually with a B2 level certificate. But don't panic if your Spanish isn't there yet. There are some programs taught in English. You'll have to do a bit of digging and check with the universities directly to find them. And for those, you'll probably need something like an IELTS or TOEFL score. Okay, time to get practical. Let's talk about putting together your application package. Think of this as your personal checklist for everything you need to have ready to go. So here it is, your master list. You'll need the application form itself, a killer motivation letter, your CV, of course, your transcripts and passport and all that. You also need a recent medical certificate and a signed letter saying you'll return home. But pay close attention to that 4th item, the letter of academic acceptance. This is the big one. For most people, this means you have to apply to your university and get accepted first, before you can even apply for the scholarship. That's a huge step you have to plan for. And please, please do not forget this part. It's a deal breaker. Every single document on that list, your birth certificate, your transcripts, everything, it has to be in Spanish. If it's not, you need to get it officially translated by a certified translator. Seriously, start this process early because it can definitely take some time. Okay, so we've covered what this scholarship is, why it's so great, and who can get it. Now for the final piece of the puzzle, how do you actually apply? Let's walk through it. The good news is, this is all done online. You don't have to mail a big clunky package of papers or anything. The whole thing is handled through one official website. It's called the SIGCAP portal. Super straightforward. And really, it breaks down into 4 simple steps. Step 1, you hop on the portal and create your account. Easy enough. Step 2, you fill out the application form very carefully. Step 3, you upload all those documents we talked about as PDFs. And step 4, the most critical step, you double, maybe triple check everything before you hit that submit button. Don't rush that last part.
So when does all this happen? Let's talk timeline. Usually the application window opens up around May or June. The deadline is typically in July, so you really don't have a lot of time. You need to be prepared. Then you'll wait a bit with results coming out around August or September, just in time to start school in the fall. And I'm going to say it one more time because it's so important. These dates can shift. The official website is your Bible. Always check it for the exact date.
And there you have it. That's the whole shebang. The opportunity, the amazing benefits, who's eligible, and the exact step-by-step process. You literally have the complete roadmap for a fully funded education in Mexico right in front of you. So the only question left isn't if you can do it, it's what's your next move to make this happen.